In this video, we are covering part 1 of the nutrition education series. Today we are going to cover what exactly nutrition is. We're going to cover why it is so important. We're also covering macros, calories, proteins, fats and carbs. Okay, so a lot to go through today. So what is nutrition? So nutrition is the biochemical and physiological process by which an organism uses food to support its life. Okay, so basically we need to eat to survive. Nutrition is about eating healthy and having a balanced diet. Food and drink provide the energy and nutrients you need to be healthy, and understanding these nutrition terms that we're going to go through throughout this series will make it easier for you to make better food choices. So why is nutrition so important? So nutrition is a critical part of health and development. Better nutrition is related to improved infant, child and maternal health, stronger immune systems, safer pregnancy and childbirth, and also lowers your risk of diseases such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, and longevity of life as well. Poor nutrition can lead to a lack of energy, digestive problems, food allergies, weight gain, depression and anxiety, as well as many of today's most prevalent chronic diseases like coronary heart disease, cancer and ADHD. Having nutritional knowledge and making informed choices about the foods you eat can help you achieve optimum health over your lifetime. So what are macros? So macros is basically a term short for macronutrients. There are basically 3 categories of nutrients you eat the most and that provide you the most energy. Okay, so they are the 3 macronutrients are proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Okay, so you've probably heard of those. So when you count your macros, you're technically counting the grams of proteins, fats and carbs that you are consuming. Okay, so it's all in the weight. Keeping track of your macros can help you make smart, healthy food choices. It's similar to counting calories or points. Okay, so tracking your macros is a bit like you have your app, you scan your foods, and it's a bit like you're seeing your numbers, you're seeing your points that you have, and you can only have so much. It's also, you can relate it to money. Okay, it's like having a set amount of money and you can only spend a certain amount of money. Okay, so it's like having a certain amount of calories and you can only eat a certain amount of calories. So what are calories? What exactly are calories? So a calorie is a unit of energy. Okay, so in nutrition, calories refer to the energy people get from food and drink they consume. So the energy they use in physical activity. So basically, if you consume a calorie from food or drink, the body will store it and then it will use that calorie as energy. That's just simply put. So what are proteins? So obviously everyone's heard of proteins, but what exactly are they? So proteins are made up from many building blocks, and they're known as amino acids. So our body needs dietary protein, and the reason why we need protein is to supply those amino acids for growth and maintenance of our cells and tissues. So basically put, protein is for growth and repair of tissues around the body, like muscle and other things, even things like hair, teeth, just everything in the body. The proteins are needed for growth and repair. I'm going to go through a protein food list. Now this is, people always ask me what types of proteins are the best types of proteins I should be eating, and I've just done a little list here, so make note of these and see if you can get some of these in your diet as well. So we got chicken breast, turkey breast, low fat beef mince, turkey mince, steak, salmon, tuna, whitefish, eggs. If you are sort of vegan and vegetarian, there are a few little things on here, but we also have Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, whey protein powder. You can also get vegan protein powders as well. Tofu, chickpeas and lentils are really high in protein as well. And beans are a really good one. I quite like the beans, especially kidney beans and black beans. Those are really good for you. So see if you can get those in. What are fats? So fats are the most calorie dense nutrient out there. So every gram of fat is higher than a gram of carb and protein. So fats are higher in calories. And they're very important to normal body functions, acting as the backbone to hormones, insulation for nerves, even skin and hair and health. Okay, so fats, to me, just put simply, are essential for hormones, and hormones are essential for everything that runs throughout the body. Okay, so very important. Okay, you can't survive without some fats. Fats food list. We will go through these. So these are the best healthy fats. If you can get these in your diet, I think you're doing very well. So avocado is a great one, a superfood avocado. Coconut oil, light butters. So butters are okay. Just make sure it's like a light butter. It's not too, I can't say too fatty because butter is fat, but just make sure it's a lighter option. Organic foods are really good for you, okay? So organic peanut butters, which is a good one. Nuts and seeds are very good fats. Just make sure they're not really processed as much. So try and get some non-salted ones if you can. Oily fish is really good for you, especially for your like omegas and stuff like that, omega-3. So salmon and mackerel are the best ones. There are some other ones as well. And you get some fats from things like red meats. There are other meats like obviously pork and things like that are high in fat, but red meats, especially steak, again high in iron and other things. So a couple of foods to get in your diet. And what are carbs? So carbs or carbohydrates often get a bad reputation, but they are critical and the most accessible source of energy that is needed for your body's systems. What's most important is the type of carbohydrate you choose to eat, because certain carbs are healthier than others. So we're going to go through a carbs food list here. And what I mean certain carbs are better than others is basically separating the bad sugars from the healthier sugars. So the healthier sugars will be things like fruits and vegetables, okay? The bad sugars will be the processed sugars that you'd find in things like sweets, cakes, that type of thing. But we have here fruits, vegetables, oats is a really good one, whole grain rice, okay, brown rice, wholemeal bread and wraps, whole wheat pasta, potatoes are good, sweet potatoes are even better, couscous is another one, quinoa, and some cereals are actually not too bad to get in your diet as a balanced diet. So whole wheat cereals as well. If you noticed here, I've said things like bread, rice, pasta. It's not all bad for you, but just try eat the whole grain, the whole wheat, the whole meal versions of the foods you eat, and you should be absolutely fine. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you picked up a few valuable things during this video. If you do have any questions, just send us a message or send us an email and we'll be happy to help you, because we are always here to help you. Okay, so send us any questions you may have. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in part 2.